Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be replacing the passenger window motor on this 1983 Chevy Camaro. As you can see, this window motor has gone out. The first thing we want to do is disconnect the battery. We're going to begin by removing this door handle and these brackets before we can remove the actual panel. Once we remove the panel, we should have access to the window motor. I'm going to try to be as careful as I can removing this panel, but because of the age of this car, I'm going to assume that some of these clips may already be broken. So as you can see, these are already broken. I'm going to have to figure out a way to secure this back in there, or it might stay the way it is. We'll see. I'm going to start by carefully removing this clip. People say not to drill out these rivets because that will make this bracket come off, and supposedly you don't need to take this bracket off. The easiest way is to drill some holes right in front of the rivets that hold this motor to this bracket. These two pieces separate, as you can see here. So we're not going to use the bracket, we're just going to use the motor. So here's one of the rivets. And here's the other rivet. So it should be right about here. Right about here. I'm gonna drill some holes so I can drill those rivets out, and hopefully this motor will fall right off. Okay, so I ended up drilling a third hole for another rivet that I found. Now this thing can come out. Here's the side-by-side comparison. So they look identical. Most of the holes line up. As you can tell, this one has quite a few more holes, which I don't mind, because I want to make sure that I don't have to make new holes on this one. You're going to want to use something with a magnetic tip. If not, you're going to be fighting with the screw all day long. This is probably the most tedious part of the whole thing. These things are tiny, so just take your time and be patient. I don't want to tighten it all the way yet until I get them all in. So here are the new screws. My pilot holes were a little off, but they were close enough where I was able to make it work. Before we put everything back together, what I'm gonna do is plug this back in, connect the battery, and test the new motor. I don't want to put everything back together and then find out that there's still an issue. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if our hard work has paid off. Nice. Oh yeah. All right, let's put everything back together, close this thing up.
J, Michael Slim Bugger, Boss Hog Outlaws, Jim Johnson, representing this Texas, man.